Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Abigail C. Pride Compound here in Boston, Massachusetts, where we have the game of the week kicking off our doubleheader action here on SWTV between the Beasts of the East and the Originators. I'm B-Ron. Alongside me is, for the first time, Jordan, fresh face here in the booth, and what a time for you to be here. Jordan, good to have you here with me this evening. How are you?
Oh man, super excited for a highly contested match. Looking like this is going to be a back and forth round. Can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic game if all comes to pass. This is one that Coach Drayton has had circled on his calendar since these two teams met way back on opening day, back in December. December 1st was the first game, and Tyree Moy getting things started Beast of the East there. The last time these teams met was December 1st. And way back when, it was the Originators picking up the big win in that one. It was a 80-47 win for the Originators. And a lot has changed since then. Cooper Flagg, and still Cooper Flagg, but he's got some more help around him now, seems like. And there's a start from the Originators right there.
Seen a great battle back and forth already. I mean, that defense was very on point. I thought that three was a good look. Oh, did you see that swat?
Sure did. Great job from Cooper Flagg, swatting Levin Cutler out of the way and taking it back the other way.
Nice little floater again.
Yep, very nice little floater there. 4-2. Originators out in front here to begin this one, and we have two of the most winningest coaches here in Similar Prep going against each other. Lisa Dodge coming in with a 51-23 career record, a second all-time in wins in Similar Prep. As Moy fires a three, that one does not go. Cutler on the glass. He can't get the dunk to go. Denied by the rim. You don't see that very often from the kid of Cutler's size, but Cooper Flagg with the vision finding
That's what you call
Occasion Walker.
He says, if you can't do it, I'm going to get it done. Oh, did you see the behind jam? Oh.
And Tyree Moy giving it right back, answering back with a dunk of his own. And that's how you respond to the dunk on the other end with one of your own, and gives Kamari Ward, or as coach rather, on his hands.
It's going to be a battle of centers. I mean, these are some big men stepping up to the plate, owning that paint.
Yeah, they really, really are. Kassim Porter gets rejected as well. And
yeah,
this
they're going to start. I'm sorry, go ahead.
This has been a phenomenal start on both sides of the ball, really, as Coach pulls up for a jumper and it does not fall.
Now, I'm wondering if they are going to start to see like some outside movement, get that perimeter shot, even a mid-range, because right now we're seeing both teams really wanting that paint, but just nasty with that block.
Yeah, Cooper
maybe
Flagg,
it's because we're in Boston. You know, These are some hard people.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg draws a foul. We're going to take a break before the free throws. Come right back, folks.
I'm near you, I feel so
Welcome back, folks. Cooper Flag here at the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws here. First one up and in. Good start for Flag here at the line. He's pretty automatic at the line. 92, may as well say 93% free throw shooter at the free throw line is Cooper Flag. And as a runner, Cooper Flag already has 2 blocks in the game. He's done really good job on the interior for the Originators as he makes both free throws there at the line, getting them to 10 points in the game. 10-4. OG's out in front to start this one.
Yeah, great starts in the game. You're already kind of past that, 5-point mark, which I think is big. Once you get to that double digits, it's a nice, comfortable feeling. But you can't let them just back out either.
No.
Again, a battle of centers. Battle of centers. I'm calling it.
Cooper Flag is more so playing the power forward position. Victorious Ogaskis is more in that center role for the Originators as Coach fires a 3 and does not fall. I want to talk, we're about halfway through the first quarter here. What are some of your keys to the game for the Originators in this one, Jordan?
Originators, they've had a long active winning streak. They've got a great roster, a balanced roster, but I'd say, again, you can't get comfortable with just that. You're against one of the teams that's had a great rolling run at this point. They're poised for a potential repeat. You're going to be in the grits. You're going to be fighting this whole time. I think you need to just dig in deep and get it.
Yeah, exactly. Both of these teams are 2 of the best teams into more prep this season. And this game is, I think we're looking at a game that you could see potentially, again, in the race to 1 in terms of regional championships perhaps. There's another turnaround jumper from Cooper Flag, falls 14-6.
Nice little fade on that, too. You got to watch out for those big Eastern Bloc boys. They know how to use that size. They're more graceful than they appear.
Yeah, exactly. And Levin Cutler going right at Cooper Flag, and he's had some chances. He's had some early struggles against Flag. Now Ilgaskis trying to go up against Tyree Moy, and Moy wins the battle there, bringing it back up the court the other way. Moy now working on Christ Coates. He shakes him and gets by him. Pull-up jumper. Good.
Not quite broken ankles, but, he knew he had him.
I had him stumbling and bumbling, man. It's good enough for me. He got by him. Used that to get by him. I heard the crowd react to it. That definitely wasn't doing any favors.
There. Easy inside layup.
Yeah, great pass from Kamari Ward inside the Cooper Flag. It's an assist for Ward on the game. Now 16-8, 2:30 left in the first quarter. And what is some of your keys to the game for the Beasts of the East in this one?
Look, you gotta start coming back from where you are now. You're 8 points down. You were confident in the front. You were coming head to head, but you're just letting them score on you. You gotta start coming in, and we're seeing that a bit.
Yeah, seeing it a bit. They're still in this one. They're not letting it get away from them, which is the expected from a Coach Assad Drayton team. They're not one that's going to, when they do get down, let it get to them too much. And there's some strong defense on Flag from Moy, and I like the other way with it. JoJo Kearney. Oh, the worst inside. That. Very nicely done there on the big fella, JoJo Kearney, getting it done there. Christ Coates on his hands. 1:35 left here in the first quarter of play. Letting the shot clock wind down. 5 seconds here. Got to get a shot off. Coates does fire, and it does not fall. Not a good possession there from the OG. It was all Christ Coates.
Strategy there just kind of baffled me. I'm not sure why you're running down the clock when you've got plenty of players open.
It looked like they were trying to get Cooper Flag open on the inside, and he had position inside, but Coates didn't get in the ball for whatever reason. And here's Tykavian Walker working on the smaller defender, Kasim Porter Jr. decides not to take him, instead pass it back out. Ward with the ball now in his hands. He's going to go inside and can't finish over JoJo Kearney, who grabs the rebound.
Oh, you could tell he wanted it, It was just very good defense there.
Absolutely.
We've seen the paint very well covered. I'm really hoping we start to see some ball movement from both teams. Unselfish ball movement is going to get a championship. Now, great little turnaround there. Loving to see a little snazzy finish on that.
Yeah, who needs ball movement when you can just run by your defender and get to the cup like that easily, right? Some people disagree with you, but I mean, as long as it works. Cooper Flag now guarding Kasim Porter Jr. KPJ trying to get something done here. Moy, kick out to him. Shot does not fall for him. Now Flag up with it. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Christ Coast for 3. Rattles home.
Clutch, count it.
And that is how the first quarter is going to come to a close. 21-12. OG's out in front here at the Abigail C. Pride compound. Second quarter action coming at you, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with it. Welcome back, everyone. Cooper Flag leading the way for the OGs in that first quarter. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Talk about a stat sheet stuffer in that first quarter, Jordan.
Oh, absolutely. This guy has just been amazing. All-around player, defense, offense, holding it down. I mean, everyone loves a big, nasty block. Let's be honest.
Yeah, what more can you expect from the #1 player in the nation going to Duke next season? you know, Mr. Basketball in Connecticut. This is not a surprise. You've been paying attention to Cooper Flagg this season.
Yeah, and I mean,
What
what an amazing opportunity going to Duke. Just an amazing talent, an amazing future for this young man. Super excited to see what he does post Zion Williamson. Just incredible times.
Absolutely incredible athlete is Cooper Flagg, and you see back here on the floor, we got DeMarco Graham being guarded by St. Lamar the Ninth. This is a tough matchup for him, but the pass is off to Kyrie Brown. It does not fall. Second shot up and good. The second
Now, I gotta
effort, Kyrie Brown works beautifully there. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was going to ask you, B-Ron, how do you think that you come to be the ninth in your family? I mean, I've heard of thirds. I've even heard of fours. But a ninth, how do we get there?
Look, there's a lot of something going on. You have a lot of luck to be in the ninth of a family. That's all I'm going to say.
What a fantastic finish there.
Yep, and that was Leonidas, right? Beautiful move. Leonidas, right? Beautiful move.
That was almost a Sparta kick right there. I mean, I was waiting for something to go down.
Ooh,
big nasty block.
Beautiful block right there. Now OG's on the defensive. Realizing that one, Leonidas attacking, drawing the foul. Not able to get the bucket though, as Caleb Boateng gets the foul called on him. You see Coach Lisa Dodge there, not too pleased about the foul call, but Leonidas right going to the free throw line for Beast of the East. So far on the year, perfect at the free throw line, 100%. Broadcast this curse though, you know how it is, man. We talked about it, so hey, if he misses, I apologize in advance, Leonidas.
Oh man, and what a crazy statistic to have. I mean, that's something you want to be proud of, but at the same time, something you're going to be nervous about because you're at any point one shot away from breaking it, right?
Yeah.
You know, but I'm loving the aggression. I'm loving the aggression that Beasts of the East are now finally starting to have. This is what we want to see them have. You know, they're not taking, you know, opportunities from that pullback jumper, and we need to be seeing some of that action. And if they can't do that, you know, the paint's covered. We gotta adjust. We gotta adjust.
Exactly, and Wright remains perfect at the line on the year. As you heard the boos when he was at the free throw line, but they did not damage the kid's psyche at all there at the free throw line. Very nicely done to keep the composure. And the OGs on the offensive end unable to score there, as Caleb Boateng couldn't get the layup there to go.
Some good ball movement here. Nice open lane, but man, break there. Really not sure what happened on that shot.
Yeah, Kyrie Brown, that's one that you think if you go back, he should have that one again. And now off-ball foul on JoJo Kearney. Not sure what happened over here on that side. Didn't quite have a good angle on that one. But regardless, it'll be Originators ball, and they'll have 15 seconds on the shot clock here. 25-18. OG's out in front. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter of play. Jay Lassie with it in the corner. And make a move here. Gets a screen from Ilgauskas. Pulls up for a three, and it does not fall. As Kearney grabs the rebound up to DeMarco Graham.
Man, that was a great time to see, you know, finally a perimeter shot, but I feel like that's the game that we're finally lacking here. And see, we're trying here, and maybe that's their, you know, lack of confidence on that threes. They're not hitting the ones they are trying. I don't think that should deter them from getting out there. Be confident in your shooting, get it in. You got to mix up your game here.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do the same thing over and over again because that's going to make you predictable on offense. We know that that's not good for anybody. Tuck winding down here again. Boateng fires, can't get it to fall. Both teams are struggling here offensively midway through the second quarter here, Jordan. But here's Marco Graham. Spin on the inside. Nice
turn around. Call that the twinkle toe move.
Twinkle toe move. I like it. Well, look, twinkle toe move and all gets them back within 5 here. 3:50 left in the second quarter. It's St. Lamar the 9th here. I know attack, kicks it out the last who fires a 3, and that one hits bottom.
And you're just going to have that when you have an open man, you know. That's good ball awareness. You know, again, mixing up that game, keeping it, you know, beyond just one move. I'm liking where they're going with this.
Man, Jay Laxner at 35% three-point shooter on the season. He's had a I don't want to say a rough time here with the OGs, but he's maybe not where we thought he was going to be because of Cooper Flagg coming in. As the OGs take a timeout here, 28-22 here in the second quarter of play here. Well, look, if you're new here and you want to join SimWorld, you know what we say here. If you got the game, come be a player. If you got the brain, come be a coach. You can join the ranks of the Size Graydon, of Alyssa Dodge, coach one of these Simple Prep teams. Or if you want to, you can even be a fan and cheer one of these Simple Prep teams on, cheer these kids on as they make their journey from prep to pro. Or I got a fourth option for you. Get behind the mic with me and Jordan, call games, write articles, go on the tech team. There's many ways for you to get involved, but the only way you can do that is by joining the Discord, discord.gg/SimWorldHoops, the only place where you can see the game, be the game. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Come back.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Billy, are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
She's okay.
Welcome back, everyone. Play resuming here at the Abigail C. Pride compound in Boston, Massachusetts. 3 minutes left in the first half of play here. And the OG's out in front, 22-20, Wilson lead. Cooper Flagg ball, kick out to the corner for Ward. Up and in. Great shot from Kamari Ward in the corner. Not a three, just two. Long two.
Oh, and I really wanted that to be a three because wide open like that, you know, you're just loving when players hit that. And I love when people don't hesitate. If there's anything I hate, it's when a player is wide open and takes 5 minutes to take the shot to miss.
Yeah, you got to work quickly as Levin Cutler does there on Cooper Flagg, getting the hop step and fading away from the long arms of Flagg. The Alabama commit goes and scores over the Duke commit. As Victor Ogalskis has the ball in his hands, back over to Christ Coates. Coates can't get the shot to fall there.
Oh, I'm loving that effort. I mean, he really wanted that three.
Yeah, he really did. And you talked about it, the lack of hesitation. That's a good sign. And here's a good sign for Levin Cutler working on the smaller Christ Coates and getting a turnaround jumper to go. I would like to have seen him back him down all the way and get an easier shot, but it worked. Look at the pestering defense of Kyrie Brown on Cooper Flagg, but Flagg, get that cheese out of here.
Oh, that's a young man with confidence. He said weak sauce, not having it. Man, I told you right now, a battle of big men, and you're seeing just this great back and forth. No one's giving up. That's what you have when you have two men that just really want that of alpha edge, if you will. You know, there's one alpha. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's a great crop of big men in this game between Victor Galskis, Jojo Kearney, Cooper Flagg. You can call him a big and similar prep. We can call him that. And Levin Cutler, of course. There's DeMarco Graham. There's a lot of big kids in this game. They're all making an impact. And there's Levin Cutler, scoring once again on the inside. 2-point lead. OG has seen it slip away here. We're about a minute left in the first half of play.
Oh, and the second of this, quarter has definitely been theirs. They're coming back. They're coming back strong. They're coming in the half saying, we are taking some points. And one, sir.
As Rick Blaze would say.
Extra effort.
Yeah. As Rick Blaze would say. And one trick. Beautiful. Nicely done. Levin Cutler.
I feel like I want to add a little stuff. I want to say and one trick thing. Because it is against your opponent, so it got to be disrespectful. It's got to be intentional.
Got to be, right? A little bit. Well, look, Levin Cutler can't he's going to eat the lead there on the free throw. That's when you'd like to have for at least the momentum to give your team the lead. But not there yet. Christ Coates, though, does give his lead right back, nailing that three-pointer.
Just incredibly clutch. I mean, you're coming into the second half. You're bleeding down that clock. I'm loving to see them not just use the clock, but really play it. Let's see how aggressive they get. Great moves there. Just couldn't finish.
Using it smartly now. Coates attacking to the rack. Passes out of it. And the shot clock is still on, so there's still got to get a shot here quickly. Flagg gonna back down his man here, getting inside, shot clock down, doesn't get the shot off, it does not fall, and that is how the first half gonna come to an end. OG's out in front 33-30 thanks to a big three-pointer from Christ Coates near the end of the second quarter. And Jordan, what are some of your key takeaways from that first half?
Oh man, I feel like East Beast really just made some great adjustments. You know what I mean? The Originators, they were confident this entire half, but coming in, you saw that aggression coming in. You saw some outside work on the paint. But then that back and forth was just amazing. I mean, that clutch three was incredibly great. But then we had some hesitation. I feel like it cost them the points that could have kept them within just one, possibly tied.
Yeah, it's been a really great first half here. Second half action coming at you, folks. 33-30. OG's in the lead. We'll see if they can hold on to it in the second half.
Simworld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Kamal Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the three. In the clip, game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price, push up the stock, build up your name, stir up the pot, piss off the ox. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. Simworld, this is your shot.
Yo, yells.
Simworld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
Simworld.
Rick Blaze.
Simworld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing, already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when Marsh can't beat it. Baby, I be tripping with my foes, tipping, shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. Sim World Hoops, man, them boys wild.
Simworld. 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 Simworld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
England!
England.
Without a doubt.
England.
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 Scotland.
France.
Wales.
Wales.
Definitely Wales.
Scotland.
Second half getting ready to begin here, folks, and the OGs are holding on to a 3-point lead, 33-30, beginning the second half here at the Abigail C. Pride Compound. And in that first half, as McGavin fires a three and gets it to fall. Great start for the Originators. Air Canada getting things going for them. This is what BC East did not do in the first half. Doing it all. They did not hit a single three-pointer. They're 0 for 5 from deep. As Tyree Moy gets inside and gets a dunk to begin their scoring in the second half.
And that's definitely not easy to beat. I mean, you want to be able to make those threes. You want to have at least one or two on the board by the half. But it also puts you in a predicament because you've got to be able to deliver on that. But you also got to hit jumpers. You got to do more than just hit that paint.
You sure do. And Christ Coach hit that layup over his defender. I believe it was Jojo Kearney, who got the foul called on him. So Christ Coach going to the free throw line to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And you mentioned the three-pointers, the lack thereof, from BC East in the first half. Coming into the season, they're not into the game. They're not really a great three-point shooting team. They rank 28th in three-pointers made per game at just 3.3 a game, and then 33% from three-point land in general. So not a great three-point shooting team, and there's going to be a case where they need to hit them. And there's one that falls. Lucy Thomas needed that one.
Oh, absolutely needed that. And I mean, the thing is, when you're not hitting threes, you can still settle for some long twos. There's nothing sloppy with keeping consistent with some good-looking twos. Again, just mix it up, keep that offense guessing, tighten up that D because you're letting them come in. You came in with a confident, 3-point difference, and now you're back into battling.
Uh-oh, and there's Lucy Thomas, the second one in a row. 2 for 2 for him, and now it's just a 1-point Originators lead. Just like that.
And coaches must have heard that. You know, they must be thinking, we got to adjust. We got to make these movements. You know, I didn't want to put out the Yoda, but, you know, I wanted to say there is no do. Or there is no try. There is only do.
Yeah, and Cooper Flag, a little hook shot to go from his end there. And you mentioned the coaches, adjustments, that kind of thing. What are you looking for seeing in the second half from both these teams adjustment-wise? What would you like to see for both teams to make changes to?
We definitely got to keep hitting those jumpers. We got to definitely space it out. That tempo and ball movement. You know, you can't let the team get so many turnovers. And luckily they're not scoring too much off those turnovers yet. And that's the key point, is yet.
Yeah, exactly. And the turnover there, right on cue. Tyree Moy snatches it out of the sky there, looking to pass in lane, and Lucy Thomas, ball in his hands, back to Moy. Now Graham with it. Shot clock winding down, 5 seconds here. Graham trying to power his way in. He does so, but can't get the shot to fall. Maybe a foul there, but no whistle. Refs are letting them play today, and another three-pointer up and in. Guess who? Price Code.
Plenty of time to sink that. He was a very confident shooter. No waiting for a clock. Just drained it. Beautiful.
And in the first half, Cooper Flag and Christ Coach are scoring 8 points, and Victor Osolkowski is sending it right into the hand of Cooper Flag up to Christ Coach. Back to Flag, who grabs it out of the air after bouncing it around out there. Can't get the shot to fall, but who's there but his teammate, Kadrian Walker III, on the rebound. That's everybody all around. Cleaning up the mess, helping each other out. That's what good teammates do. 45-38. OG's out in front. We're going to take a little break here, folks. Pay some bills. And I'm right back.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome back, everyone. Abigail Sea Pride Compound, 45-38. The Originators out in front here on Beasts of the East. And it has been a phenomenal start for Price Coates and Cooper Flag. Price Coates leading the way for the Originators. 13 points in the game so far. It's not Cooper Flagg leading the way tonight. It's Christ Coates, and this one we haven't seen a whole lot from the team. Usually it's Cooper Flagg doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but he is still, but he's filling the stat sheet, doing a bit of everything, and there's a reason why coaches around World Prep call him the cyborg. He's a little bit of everything, and he's a problem, clearly. But tonight, Christ Coates is the big problem, if that makes sense.
Well, he's the person you'd love to hate, you know what I mean? A little like Tom Brady. You know, the guy's just so good looking, you know what I mean? He wins everything. You know, you really want to hate him, but he also happens to be a really nice guy. So, you know, here we go, Mr. Cyborg. A little similar. You want to hate the guy, but dang it, he's so good.
Right? Oh! And St. Lamar the ninth attacking the rim with reckless abandon.
I hope you got some toast ready, because we're jamming. You know, we're jamming.
Yeah, put some butter with the jam on there. That's good, man. That's good. I'll tell you what. Well, look, Christ Coates on his hand, flips it up to St. Lamar the ninth. Are you kidding me?
Now we're just getting flashy. You know, that's borderline disrespectful.
It's looking real flashy out here, man. St. Lamar the ninth trying to guard 11 Cutler, but can't do it all out there. That's a tough matchup for him, and Cutler gets on the board and slows this originator run here for a little minute or so. Now Boateng with it, man. Look at that. 11 Cutler sends it off the glass. And Tyree Moy going into traffic. Gets it sent back, but who is there? Great job from Losi Thomas being in the vicinity to grab the ball off the rebound and get the foul called. So he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots here and try to get it back to 10.
I mean, after that battle, I really wasn't sure who was going to come out on top. You know, you had rejections on both sides. You know, you had just an incredible battle for the ball. And I think it was just luck that drew these two.
And right place, right time. Losi Thomas got the rebound and went right back up with it. I think that's what you want to do when you're inside and you're close to the rim like that. Right back up with it. Try to get the foul called, and it worked out that time for him. Thomas's first season here in World Prep is going pretty well for him. 11.2 points per game, 2.3 rebounds. He's averaging about 2 assists a game. Still perfect at the free throw line in the process and all that. 10-point game for the Originators. They're holding on to this lead, 2:10 left in the third quarter.
And when you talk about those points, I mean, you've got only about 3 players that are hitting those numbers. And to be a rookie to hit those numbers has got to just feel great. You know, coming into, you know, the tail end of the season, everyone's putting on their best show. And great job in the inside. Good awareness, good finish. That's how you get a good 2.
And the box out was very nicely done there too from Takadrian Walker as well. That's exactly what you want to do. Put your butt right in that guy and don't let him get by you. Exactly how it's done. Takadrian Walker did that beautifully.
Did you see that behind the back pass there? I know it didn't result in anything, but that was a little nice.
It was. Now Boateng pass inside to St. Lamar, who gets it sent back, and another one. 2 times in a row. Gets it blocked the second time. It goes back to the Beasts of the East as they work with it here offensively. Thomas in some traffic. Does kick it out to the corner there.
And I wouldn't expect too many more easy points. You know, they're going to both teams are going to bully up. One team's down, they know they need to come up. The other team, you know, they know they're going to be fighting everything here. So expect a battle, folks.
Yeah, we're almost through the third quarter. It's a 10-point Originators lead here still. And if the Beasts of the East can go into this fourth quarter, I think around 6, I think you're feeling good about where you are. But I don't think they'll get there. They'll get to, okay, so holding a 10. Going to 10. But we got free throws coming up, so they'll at least have a chance to get it down to 8 here with the free throws coming up.
But you got to get those points if you're going to come back from that lead. You know, you got to get the and one. Trickle stain. But we'll see what happens from here on out.
You do. You definitely got to get those. And Doc Ock here has a chance to get them. Isaiah James at the line does get the first one to fall. James on the season at the free throw line, 75% free throw shooter, 1 of 3 James brothers in the league. He's one of the brothers of Benari and Barkley James. And Benari, one of the best players in SimWorld Prep. Barkley is a fantastic shooter in his own right. Isaiah James, known for his defense, they've really got all their bases covered through the James brothers in SimWorld Prep, even though they're all not playing on the same team. Barkley and Benari playing on the Heartland Zombie Stars. And Isaiah here with the Beast of the East. Final 15 seconds of the third quarter here, taken away. Justin McGavin, being guarded by KPJ, gets the screen from Ilgauskas. Now flag, jumper up and in. Back
just
to
a great pass.
Again. Yeah, great pass, set that up, and that's going to end the third quarter right there. A 10-point lead for the Originators heading into the fourth quarter. 56-46. Fourth quarter action coming at you. Pretty soon it'll be time. Put those scores up, folks. Come on back for it.
We were at the party last night. See Tom and Jen? We're so cute together. We're even wearing matching sneakers. Sorry.
It's no problem.
看上来真的好帅哦。气味很可爱。哎呀，你不要这样子啦！干嘛呢你？
那你让他看你内裤吧。
哼，也许啊。
真的吗？
Put those fours up, folks. It is fourth quarter time. 56-46. The Originators out in front, holding on to a 10-point lead. We'll see if they can send the Abigail C Pride compound fans home happy. They got 8 minutes to do it. And it's a great start from Victoria Gospel on the defensive end, denying DeMarco Graham the bucket there. And look at Christ Coach spin move inside. 2 points for the Originators. That's how you begin the fourth quarter in style.
Now, B-Ron, if you're an Originator, you're just getting done with the game at home, where are you going afterwards? What are you doing here in Boston on a slightly drizzly day?
Man, there's a lot of things you could do, I'd imagine. I would say try and get something to eat. That's the first thing I'm doing anyway. I'm going to get something to eat after the game.
Oh, I'm definitely hitting up Boston Sail Loft. Chowder and calamari, 2 words. I'm a sucker for both. Gonna have both tonight.
I'll take the calamari with the chowder. It's fine with me. Well, look, St. Lamar, the 9th pass inside to Cooper Flag, and he does find a way to get that one to go through the contact. No whistle on the play either. But it doesn't matter for Flag. finds a way to get it done. Again, Cyborg for a reason, everyone.
And we want to see some better defense. You know, Beasts of the East have got to step up that defense, really start pushing that tempo up. You got 1 quarter to do it.
1 quarter to do it, and there's Levin Cutler going to work on Cooper Flagg. Does get on the board there. 60-48. OG's out in front here. Cooper Flagg to the rack. Used a little bit of a step back to create some space, and then blew right by his defender. Didn't even matter who it was. But kind of looks, by the time he even knew what happened, Cooper was rising in the air.
Oh man, you're gonna want to check some bolts in the seats there, because I'm pretty sure that shook the building. You know, highlight reel, y'all.
Absolutely. DeMarco Graham here, gonna go to the free throw line. DeMarco Graham coming over from the Yacht Club after playing for them last season, deciding to come and play for the Beasts of the East and getting away from Brickell, Florida, and went up here to Virginia to play for the Beasts of the East. A very interesting decision him to do that. As a big man, shooting 87% from the free throw line, you see that percentage go up here with that free throw as well. You love to see it. Love to see the big guys at the free throw line making the free throws. That's kind of a stigma around big men still. And DeMarco Graham is 6'10". That's a big kid for high school. You're not seeing a lot of those kind of kids, anomalies, walking around in your high schools.
Well, on top of that, you add another 6 inches with that throw. That is an intimidating man in the hallway. You do not want to just say, you know, hey, you know, you want to just say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. Here's a quick break, folks, for the inbound pass. Come right back. Welcome back, everyone. Resuming play here, 62-50. The Originators out in front, holding on to this now 12-point lead for them. And really the difference in the offense for production as Christ Coates hits a deep 2 from that young man right there. Christ Coates now with 17 points on the game. Cooper Flagg, though, right behind him, he has 16 of his own. Done really well production-wise, and overall percentage-wise, the Originators have outshot Beasts of the East 53% to just the Beasts of the East 39% field goal percentage, and that's not going to be a recipe for success when one team is shooting above 50 and you're under 40, and that's not helping either. The pass from Flagg to Auguskis does not help and extends this lead some more for the Originators. They're looking to pull away here.
Well, and you can see why is because they're playing unselfish ball. You know, they're moving it around, they're letting players come in open, and they're also not just settling for threes. You can see how that crowd reacted off of just that long 2. Get those ducats any way you can. What a turnaround. Big man getting finesse.
Man, that is such an impressive move from a kid Flagg's size and at his age level. I really think that he has, right now anyway, all the potential in the world to be one of the next star players at the SWBA level. He really, really does right now anyway. I'm not saying he will be, but right now, if he keeps playing and keeps producing it the way he is now, and continues to get better, man, there's no reason why he won't be a household name in the SWBA in the future. Great turnaround jumper there from DeMarco Graham, getting him back on the board and getting beat to the East rolling here again, but it's now 70-52. This one is getting out of hand, and you see Cooper Flagg just going to work, isolating, coming down the lane. Ilgoss gets on the rebound, though. Get out the wood for three, and there's a loose ball foul on Tim Lamar the ninth, his second of the game.
And some great ball movement, but you're seeing the confidence of the originators right now. They're not hesitating to make those shots. They know that their opponents, Beasts of the East, are down and under. They probably have a very small shot of coming back, but it's not impossible. So don't give up. Again, push that tempo, make your outside shots, get outside that paint. It's not working.
Oh, it's not working. It's not working. Lemon Cutler sends that back, and Walker for three does not go.
Ooh.
Kadrian Walker is there to put that thing right back up with one hand and get the 2 points anyway. He's done that multiple times this game, and he's doing a bit of jawing there after that one. And he put that one back in, mouthing off to Levin Cutler and Tyree Moy over there.
And you see some outside movement. I feel like they're trying to see if they're going to work the inside, change that game up. You've got some two-man action. They're not giving that up. They're going to play heavy D the last bit. They've only got 3 minutes to close this.
Only 3 minutes to close, and that is a very nice job there from Kyrie Brown, scoring over Cooper Flagg, not letting, as Isaiah James, rather, getting the shot over Cooper Flagg and the long arms of Flagg. Not afraid to go in there amongst the trees and get it done. Now Christ Coates dribbling into traffic, and KPJ makes him pay, knocking the ball away. This is what they're going to need, a lot of this coming down the stretch here, as Cutler can't get it to go over Walker.
You got to finish those shots. You got to finish them. You got to make those points off the turnover when you're down. It's that simple.
They didn't get better look than that, though. That wasn't the greatest look of the contested shot. His Flagg, though, makes it look easy. Stormer the smaller defender, and Coach Asad Drayton going to take a timeout here. Now the lead up to 20 points here. 74-54, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Want to remind everybody that this is just game one of our SimWorld TV doubleheader here tonight. And firstly, while you're here on YouTube, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the notify bell to know when all of our shows, games, streams, all that good stuff here go live for you on SimWorld TV, because this is the exclusive home of all things SimWorld Prep in the future. SimWorld U, I'm sure when that broadcast deal gets worked out, we'll have that action coming for you in the future, and in the far future, SWBA as well. So we have a bunch of things coming down the pipe for you. And again, after this game, we are going to have our 8 o'clock showcase here. SimWorld Oceania taking on the Yacht Club at the Palm Center in Brickell, Florida. Southern region taking on the Intercontinental region. That's going to be a fun game. Always like to see the clashing of styles, especially between the international teams and the US-based teams here in SimWorld Prep. And let's talk player of the game here. Jordan, since you're new, I want to give you a first crack at it. Who you got as player of the game?
Oh, man, I think I am going to have to go Coates. I think there's no other way.
Okay.
You know, he's been dominant. Oh, sorry. I am looking at the wrong person. We got 2 C's, and I was looking at Cutler. Mine was somewhere else. Even though they're down, I think that he's made the effort. I think he's been all around, you know. And you want a player jack of all trades, you know.
Yeah, no. You had it right. You said Coates, Christ Coates. You're right. That's not a bad option. I like what Christ Coates has done tonight. I'm gonna give it to Cooper Flagg though, because he's done a little bit of everything tonight. Even though he didn't lead the team scoring, that doesn't matter. He did like a bit of everything tonight. Really stuck the stat sheet, and was one of the big reasons why they were able to come out on top here in this one. And there's a reason why this team is as good as it is. And Cooper Flagg is definitely a part of that. But tonight has shown, and really over the last month or two, this team has really shown that they're not all Cooper Flagg anymore like they were to begin the season. And that is a beautiful thing when you come down the stretch. You're getting towards the end of the season, getting towards the race to one. You know, we talk about Marsh has this thing about the one-star teams. You know, having guys like Cooper Flagg for Originators, D'Angelo Jordan for Lakeshore Drive as an example. Those kind of teams are more times not going to struggle come race to one because your star can't do it all the time, and eventually you're going to need another guy to come in and help out. And the OGs have shown that they have those guys that can come in and pitch in and help out when they're needed to. And Christ Coast did that tonight for the Originators. Beautiful thing to have for them.
Well, and absolutely, like you said, no one man can do it. You know, every one person is going to tire out. So it's been great to see the other players being elevate and support their teammate. You know, my feeling is always like, you know, you gotta dig in deep when you're down or when you're up. You know, and you gotta play for your players. And I think we saw a good bit of that tonight, where players stepped up because it was needed.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing too with all this, we have to remember these kids are all 15, 17 years old. They're all still growing in their game. There's always something to take away from a game, be it in a loss or a win. You know, and for Beats of the East, I think that one of the things for them to look at is, you know, trying to find ways to maybe work on trying to be a little more consistent from deep. It may not be your specialty, of course, but you're gonna have to find more success than that. You know, 0 for 5 performance they put up in the first half didn't do them any favors, and it really kind of forced them to force things more, because you were down big, and when you're down big like that, you do things you normally wouldn't do to try to make up for a lot of that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you have to be able to do more than just be down, you know. And I think part of that is finishing. You know, a lot of those shots that were missed, you know, could have been made. You know, and I think part of it is making those adjustments. You know, not just, you know, hoping opportunities are going to happen, but, you know, knowing, okay, we're down here, we've got a team that's better at this position. Well, we got to,
exactly.
You know, we got to change pieces.
Exactly. Well, look, OGs get the 20-point win, 76-56, go to 22-6 on the season. Beats of the East fall to 19-8 for Jordan. I'm B-Ron. Game 2 coming at you, folks. Stay with us, as Game 2's coming up between Oceania and the Yacht Club.
Quick, blaster. Quick, blaster. And we are back at the Palm Center here in Brickell, Florida. Oh, what a time and what a place to be. Or excuse me, what a place to be and what a time to be at this place. I'm here with my man Maestro. Maestro, how are you feeling tonight here in Miami?
I feel good. I thank you for coming picking me up at the old folks home. I was visiting with some of my former students back when I was elementary teacher. They're all doing well at the resident old folks home here in the area and got a chance to catch up on my bid with. So it's all good, baby.
Let me tell you two things. Old folks home here in Miami is not like old folks homes anywhere else. And bid with, you wouldn't have to tell anyone that you were at an old folks home if you said bid with. Glad to be here with you, man. We have a good matchup tonight. We got Damian Luffy and Jarrell Beauchamp and Simra Oceania. As Tyshawn Newsom says, get that out of here. Taking on the Yacht Club with Josiah Cook, the 15-year-old sensation, and a host of other great kids on this team. A couple of things to look for here. Offensive. What pace is going to take over? But I'm going to ask you, Maestro, what are you looking for in this matchup?
I'm looking for Yacht Club to do what they've been doing all year, a perfectly balanced attack. Not a single person is in double digits in terms of scoring, but everyone is scoring, which means for a team that is third in the Southern Division, and if I understand correctly, with 5 games left, they're only 1 game out of first place. They're sort of like Freddy Krueger, just kind of keep walking you down, and everybody contributes. I want to see a lot of that from them tonight. And on the other side with Oceania, I want to see what Beauchamp and Luffy are going to put. You know, you got 2 guys that are basically almost all. Those 2 guys alone are responsible for 40 points of their 70-point output every game. So I just want to see if they can maintain that, or if if the Yacht Club will find a way to slow them down just enough where their balanced attack can take over.
Well, we're going to see. There's going to be a challenge, I think, for both of these teams to figure out who is on their team and who is not with the choice of jerseys that they're wearing here tonight. Both wearing white tops. You see Yacht Club there in the blue trim as Beauchamp or Beaucamp, however you choose to say it, drains the shot from the perimeter. It's going to be a good matchup to see Darius McBride matched up against Jarrell Beaucamp. I know he's up for the challenge.
Absolutely. And, we're starting to see more and more players sort of take that leap into that defensive side of the ball. The one thing that separates the greats from the really goods, like when those guys, one thing that you have to always appreciate about players like Kobe or Jordan or those guys, they always wanted to guard the other team's best player. Yes, they got their points. Yes, they got their other things in there. But those sort of players with that attitude always wanted to guard the other team's best to shut them down. And it's good to see a lot more young players taking that same attitude.
Yeah, especially here at Simwell Prep, there's a lot of defensive-minded coaches, and they're trying to instill that in their kids. So it's beautiful to see. Joe King Jr. here working on Trey Willis. Goes straight to the rack for him. Joe King Jr., deceptively athletic and a great finisher at the rim.
Some guys are built for sports. Some guys are built for A sports, and some guys are just built to play ball no matter what that ball might be. And by that I mean the difference between the cat who you can just put out on any sport and any team and they're going to produce for you. You have that sort of my goodness gracious. I felt like I just stuck my tongue in a light socket. That was a dunk like nobody's business.
Well, don't ever do that. That was on Josiah Cook, by the way.
No, and that shows you how much, when you make a decisive and athletic move in the paint, very few people can stop you on pretty much any level. I'm just going to leave that with a little hesitation in there.
Big time block there by Musa Mashad, says, get that out of here. Starts the break from Oceania. And, Maestro, I'm loving that you said you give me the opportunity to talk about someone that I can't stand and someone that I love. As a Houston Rockets fan, watching the latter part of the James Harden movement before everybody started realizing that he's absolute trash in the clutch, and one of his teammates, and this goes out to any of the kids tuning in this game here in Simwell Prep or anyone out there, he had a teammate that was collecting near max contract by the name of Eric Gordon. And one of the reasons he got paid is because James Harden would ISO that ball so long and do so much dribbling, there was so much movement offense centered around James Harden, that you had to have a player that made quick, decisive moves. Eric Gordon strictly got paid because once he touched the ball, he shot within 2 seconds, or he immediately drove to the basket upon catching. Immediate, decisive decisions get you everywhere in basketball and in life. Light bulb.
100%. 100%. Preach, brother. Say it louder for the people in the back. I tell you, that is one thing that, good coaches always tell you. If you have the ball, oh, look at that. Great hands. Great hands in the paint.
Well, 14-4, Oceania is out on a run here. We're going to take a quick break, Maestro, and we're going to see what you were talking about on the other side of this break. Back after that short break, Maestro. Somebody wanted to pay some bills and didn't want to hear what you have to say, but I want to hear what you have to say, man.
Absolutely. It is one of the things that good coaches would always tell you to do. Great move inside. Once again, love seeing the players been able to find a way to get to the paint and make good decisions. But if you have the ball, or if you don't have the ball, the one place you can always go that's going to be good for you, more importantly your team, is open floor. If you see open floor, particularly between you and the bucket, go there, because nothing's going to go wrong. Something good is going to happen one way or the other. And to see more players with that attitude, making it decisive, not waiting, not reacting, at least on the offensive side, but moving there. Now here's the other side of that coin, though. You have to be able to understand that if there's open floor and you see a player with the ball, you need to now react first and fill that paint up or fill that floor up to make it difficult for them to get to where they want to go. Because trust me, the farther they're away from the bucket, the least they can hurt you. So if you can cut off them going to the bucket, you have a better chance at doing good stuff for your team too.
Well, Maestro, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna go to a very special place here. We're gonna talk some more basketball after this game. I can talk about that all day. That was my mantra on the court. Keep you in an area where I could guard you. But for now, Josiah Cook not able to do that so much. The leading shot blocker in all of Simwell Prep at 3.6 blocks a game. Also the leading rebounder is being out-rebounded by Musa Mashad, who has 6 rebounds all on his own. And he's going to work on the interior. And he's picking up a block himself. He is the number 3 rebounder, shot blocker in all of Simwell Prep. Can't get that to go. Daniel Luffley on the way up the court.
Good alley-oop, but we got the alley, not the oop. Okay.
10-point lead for Oceania. What is Yacht Club going to need to do to get back in this game?
They're going to have to find that balance. Yells, they need to find the balance that they always seem to have. We know they play great in transition and when they play decisively. But when they do the waiting game, that doesn't work for them because so many people do so many things.
Offensive 3 seconds. Speaking of the waiting game, this team with all of the speed that they have on it, you rarely want to see them picking up a offensive 3 seconds or even putting themselves in position for that to be the case.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. This team is great in transition. The balance of their scoring across the table. Again, no one on this team is averaging is averaging double digits in anything, but everybody's contributing. And what does that tell me? That's a team that shares the ball, moves the ball well, and also knows where to be to help their teammates find them. So that's the game we need to have. Like that play right there, perfectly played there, move to open spot, cut the lane open. What do? You find yourself under the bucket with the ball and a couple of quarters to make a phone call. You're good to go.
Vonnie Conwell with the ball. He's going to go into the perimeter. Give it to Jackson Whitlock. There's our second offensive 3 seconds of the game here in the first quarter. Not often you see that. The refs have their whistles handy.
Absolutely, and the stopwatches must be working. It is interesting to see the players, but what's a little troubling about both of those 3-second calls, each time the player seemed to be completely unaware that they were in the paint. And that, so okay, what does that tell me? You don't know where you are, let alone where your teammates are.
Beaucamp with a beautiful pass on the screen and roll to Musa Mashad. Still outplaying Josiah Cook so far in this game. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Mashad getting looks from quite a few schools here as colleges have started to ramp up their commitments. We've seen quite a few. Congratulations to some of the more notable commitments that have happened today. We've seen Cole Webb here just a little bit ago. Commits to Virginia. Ethan Letterman Jr. all the way from Israel. On his way to Creighton. And then Aiden Weaver. Aiden Weaver headed to Alabama. Exciting times. Oh, and shout out A.J. Frost. He's going to be a Temple Owl.
Yes, great call. Creighton will always have a soft spot for me. One of my dad's younger brother played ball at Creighton, had a really solid career. Set a couple of records before he left, and he had a short stint in the league before he moved over to pro ball in Europe. But so Creighton will always have a soft spot for me. But the Temple Owls, I can't say Temple without thinking of Chaney, their old coach, the Owl himself. He looked like an owl, and all the stories about him when he played. People forget what a great ball player he was, and college and briefly in the league. So it is, those who remember him as a coach remember him. He was going to basically thug out on a couple other coaches, but give the man some credit.
9 seconds left here. Beauchamp trying to get it back to a 10-point lead, extend this. He's going to work ISO on De'Aaron Cruz. Goes up over the top, can't get it to go. 8-point lead for Oceania, coming out holding the Yacht Club to only 12 points. Some may say that they've held themselves self-check to 14 points. But I'll be back with some proper scores right after this. Welcome back to Brick Hill, Florida, 22-14. Oceania's favor. Yacht Club struggling. Latrog King, goodness, leading the way for Yacht Club with 6 points. Musa Mashad, 6.6 rebounds, 2 blocks in the first quarter. Maestro, what does the Yacht Club need to do to get back in this game?
That focus, I'm not seeing the focus that we normally see from them. They're very slow in the transition game, not utilizing their speed and being able to use those third and fourth elements of the game to be in their favor. I'm not saying that they're not a good half-court team. That's what I'm not saying, but they're better when they get into their half-court game from their transition game, and I'm just not seeing it. It's almost as if they're playing on their heels as opposed to on their toes.
Well, I tell you, Latrog King is ready and here to play. So is Damian Luffy. Latrog King is single-handedly keeping Yacht Club in this game without it getting out of control. But defensively, they're going to have to get some stops, and they're going to have to find someone else that can score. Latrog King, again, can't get that one to go.
He's going to need help. And granted, Yacht Club is more of a balanced operation. We talked about that ad nauseum. But they never, ever, ever have truly been a one-man show. I know Josiah Cook kind of, he leads the team in everything, including bathroom appearances. But, but you definitely need to get some other people going. Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
Yeah. And Yacht Club, they have Louisiana's former Mr. Basketball, De'Aaron Cruz, expected to be a big-time player on this team. We saw it earlier in the previous broadcast between BC East and the OGs. This league is filled with talent. Just because somebody's not putting up numbers doesn't mean that they're not capable of it. And we saw that earlier. We saw Christ Coach from the from the OGs, yes. Originators, have a really breakout game, and you just want the Yacht Club at times. You watch this team and you say, okay, I need somebody to take over and say, I got this right now. We saw flashes of it at times from early in the season from Josiah Cook in the pick and roll. We saw Darius McBride go and get his own shot. Right now we see Latrog King. But how about seeing two guys rolling at the same time?
And Yells, oh my God. Again, the brilliance, you just pulled it out of my throat here. The idea of a team that doesn't have a single dominating player in the true sense of a single dominating player, right? Everybody contributes. And again, I will reiterate where they are right now. They are third in the Southern Division, 1 game out of first place with 5 games left. Imagine if they ran 2 people who found a way to just step up their game, even if it's only 1.5 to 2 points a game, what that would do for them in terms of putting them just enough to the ledge or to the top of the ledge or over the ledge to be able to make a true difference and make a true run as a solid franchise or a solid team.
Yeah. I think some of these kids have their sights on SimWorld U already. They're just out here just trying to get their numbers. Some of them out here just coasting. I tell you what, man, there's a lot of coasting to be done in Florida. Sometimes some things can take your eyes off of your eyes and your mind off the game of basketball. I know what happened to me earlier, and I probably shouldn't be saying anything. Big time shot there by
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I promise I will delete the pictures in that video.
Oh, who took pictures? I don't allow that. I do that. You will not find photos of yours.
I just wanted to make sure you was okay. That's all, brother.
You watch it, sucker.
Sure okay.
Darius McBride with the ball. Latrod King, who has been rolling here. Open three. He's going to knock it down again. 7-point game. If he gets just a piece of help, Yacht Club will be back in this thing.
100%.
Tavion Abbas defended here by Trey Willis. He's going to go one-on-one. Gets into a little trouble. He's going to kick it back outside to Beaucamp, looking for the pick and roll. He's going to pull up from the elbow and money.
Lefties in the house tonight. That's two lefties back-to-back showing you this how we rotate this what we do.
Hey, I've always said a left-handed jumper is the prettiest thing in basketball, but ironically, a left-handed punch is the worst-looking thing I've ever seen. I don't know.
Yeah, yes, it is, but it does a lot of damage. Joe Frazier.
Beaucamp with the ball. Coach Olsen Myers is going to call a timeout here. He's not in love, even though this team still has a 7-point lead. He's not liking the flow of the game. But I tell you what right now, if you're not liking the flow of the game right now and you think that you could do a better job as a coach here in SimWorld Prep, work your way through the ranks, possibly see some offers from SimWorld U and the SWBA at some point, come on in, man. Come on in. If you got the brain, come be a coach. If you got the game, come be a player. Maestro coined that themselves. I'm glad you're on the call. You can join as a fan and just root on your favorite teams and players. You could join us on the sports media side of things. You think you can do what I do? You can't do it. You can't do it. But if you think you can, come try it. Come try it. And then lastly, we're looking for talented, skilled tech members or design members. You can join our team. The only place you're going to be able to do that is discord.gg/SimWorldHoops, the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Just love that. And trust me, I already got the kerosene, so we can go burn the couch on your first day to celebrate the way we're supposed to, like any proper organization will do.
Like any proper organization. Well, I tell you what, while we have a moment here, let's go ahead and just say hello while the ref is holding on the ball. We got some new members that have joined SimWorld here. While we're a little slow in the action, it's the part of the evening where we shout out our new members. Trogster, welcome. Chicken is good, 56. Trilly AB. Big X X4. JD Neats. Look, I'm going to tell you, man, some of these names, there's a lot of vowels and consonants and spots. I don't know. I try and go straight forward.
But it's all cool, baby. It's all cool.
You live your life, man. Do what you got to do. This is the place to do it. TG Fanara, Ryu Kishi, Bump Sacks. That's really weird there. LK_J. Tempo. We got a lot of guys. A lot of people have joined here recently. Welcome to all you guys and welcome to everybody tuned in here. The action is picking up here. Oceania now with a 9-point lead.
I'll tell you something. My man McBride, somebody needs to donate him a couple of ankles because that's the second time he ended up on the floor tonight after being shook and juked.
Not known as a defender, he can get buckets. He's going to need to do some more of that if Yacht Club is going to get back in this game. There's a miss there from Tyshawn Eason. Rashad's going to kick it out. They're going to reset here. Jarrell Beaucamp looking for the mismatch down low. Jackson. Whitlock going up over. De'Aaron Cruz can't get it. Rebound there by Trey Willis fighting for the board. Be looking for him to attack the rim. We haven't seen a lot of that. Beautiful pass in for Tyshawn Eason as he seals his man in the elbow. Look, my show my ask, with all the perimeter play that we see from big men at all levels nowadays, they could be 7'5" like Wemby, and they're still out on the perimeter. Is anyone, and The Rock means anyone, is anyone teaching a big man how to seal down low like we just saw Tyshawn Eason do? Is anyone teaching the seal and the repost? Does that get taught anymore?
You know what, boss? I gotta tell you, big guy. Okay, I'm gonna bring us in. I'm gonna bring us in on this. One of my last specialty coaching gigs was being a position coach for a couple of franchises. I wasn't full-time on the team. They would just bring me in every now and then. And one thing I found when I was working with bigs, I was always getting pushback because I'm teaching how to post up, foot position, how to look in the floor, how to know where you are, blah, 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 how to pass, right? And I kept getting pushback. Oh, that was just ugly nasty. And the one thing that I would get, and this is not only from the guys' team, but the ladies' teams, was they talk about Dirk Nowitzki or Vlade Divac. So,
well, we're gonna have to pay a few bills here. Let's get the rest of the story when we come back from break. If you can we do that?
Yes,
if
sir.
We can do it. We'll be right back after this. We're back here to the Maestro walk down history memory lane. Always letting us know about little Vlade Dottie and his time as a position coach. Finish that up, Maestro. People want to hear it.
So what happens is I get all these bigs, and I'm trying to teach them how to do all this stuff, and they push back, and they bring up Dirk Nowitzki or Vlade Divac, and it would make me crazy. So finally, I said, okay, you know what? Let me see what you would do. I'm going to guard you. Here I am at 6'6", guarding cats who were 6'10", 6'11". In some cases, on the women's side, some of them were 6'8" and 6'9". I says, okay, I want you to play your game, and I'm going to guard you. And the first thing they do is they take the ball in the post, and they run to the perimeter to turn around to take a fadeaway. So why don't you take a fadeaway? You got 3 inches on me. You got 4 inches on me. You got 6 inches on me. And they said, well, those guys do it. And they score. I said, yeah, but look at who they're playing with and look at who they're playing against. And I found myself in these conversations to the point when I'm going to tell you this, then this is the answer to your question. I get pulled into the big office saying, we really want to allow our players to have some freedom and feel like, it's really more a positionless game now. I said, yeah, but if they're 6'10" and they're walking out to take a 3 and not making it, that's not doing you any good. So needless to say, I didn't get my all of my parking validated when I was advised not to come back to the teams anymore.
Moneyball, the movie Moneyball uplifted the game of baseball, but it really ruined the game of basketball. I remember Shaq would say he only really had 3 moves. One was a post hook, one was a dunk, and the other one was a kick the ball out, repost, and seal. He said he got his buckets off of just getting position, and I think we all saw that. Bring that back. I wouldn't hate Karl Anthony Towns or Anthony Davis if they ever tried that out, to be honest.
I know.
39-28, wide open jumper, can't get it to go. Musa Mushad looking at his 9th rebound of the game. Latrell King, 12 points. Not on the court right now, the leading scorer, as we see a goaltend for Josiah Cook. On the other side of the court, Jarrell Bocan, 20 points. 20 points. Excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong line here. 17, not too far. 17 here in the first half. Yacht Club struggling on offense, but also struggling on defense. Darren Cruz here, running the pick and roll. Josiah Cook slips it, and now Cruz is looking to score down low. He's got 2 seconds, goes up on Mashad, and it's another block. We're going to go into halftime, Maestro, with a 41-28 lead for Simwell Oceania. We've talked a lot, but what has Yacht Club done well that you would like to see them do more of here in the second half?
They are moving on the weak side without the ball very well. And even some of their shots, though it seems a little rushed, have been good shots. They've just not been rewarded for those shots. They need to find their pattern, and they need to not rush. If they can get into their comfortable game of playing through their transition and not rush, I think great things are going to happen. And finding the defense. They have to find a way to slow down, especially players like Beauchamp here, who's already just 2 points off his season average.
They're going to need a lot more of that, Maestro. 55% for Oceania, 36% for Yacht Club. Tells the story. A lot more Latrard King in the future for Yacht Club here. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Yes, he is. Mashad's got already a strong double-double going for us here, and I'm just sorry. I just brain farted on the numbers because I got a dirty on the other side, but it's a dirty, ugly, dirty. Yes, thank you very much for that, yes. You always got your boy back. I love you. I always got your boys back. Yeah, and I love the blocks. It tells you that he's getting boards and blocks. Shows me that you're involved into either resetting or unsetting the transition game, which means you're being hyperactive. And even though Josiah Cook has a dirty, he's an ugly dirty because he doesn't have any help, and it's almost as if it just happens to be there, and you hate to see that happen. And something you brought up earlier, I'm giving you roses late here. The fact that you have Latrard King carrying the offensive game is not doing any favors for the Yacht Club. They need someone else to step up because, trust me, I believe Oceania can make this game get out of control by the time we hit the fourth quarter.
It's going to be a struggle. But Yacht Club is fighting right now as we see a great pass there. Tyshawn Easom throwing it down. It is now a 6-point game. Just like that. And that is one of the things that Yacht Club has. They have the ability to put up points in bunches and the ability to get stops in bunches. And we see a block there by Josiah Cook, and they're out on the break. Tamir Johnson up ahead. Great transition defense by Oceania.
Absolutely. Don't you bring no chocolate to a milk party.
Oh, here we go. Good defense there. Jarrell Beauchamp with a de facto block. Musa Mashad with his 11th rebound. Slips the pick and roll. Beauchamp working on Josiah Cook. He does not like that matchup. He goes around, gets it to go over Trey Willis.
You know, Yels, I got to tell you, that's a common move I see from young defensive players when they're beat with the drive to the bucket. They try to still stay in shadow with the player. What they need to do is to step back in straight line to the bucket and reset the contact point. And if they do that, those are going to turn into a lot more blocks.
Game of angles?
Game of angles, baby. Go!
Big time block there. Josiah Cook says, don't bring juice to a gin party, Maestro. Take notes.
Okay, don't bring juice to...
You know why they say that, right? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. In case you were gonna say here, generally when people drinking gin, it is the angry drunks drink. So yeah, if you're bringing juice to a party with gin drinkers, it's gonna get ugly real quick. Don't bring juice.
Got that right. Unless you're with Snoop Dogg when you read gin and juice, baby boy.
Yeah, he's got a little something else to take a little bit of the edge off. But yeah, generally gin is the angry drunk. It's not the happy drunk.
I love it. You know what? We should definitely call this free throw like a golf match. We should definitely call it like a golf match. As we see our player spinning the ball. One no bounces, straight up. Lefty takes it up, and it's good. Good shot.
Golf clap. Points number 21, I believe, for Beaucamp. I'll go back and take a look at that. He's having quite a night.
Yes,
I believe he's going to be attending. Make sure I have this right. He's going to be attending UNLV to start in that backcourt alongside Montel Cage from last season. Offensive rebounds continuing to hurt TYC here as Damian Luffy now getting in on the action rebound and the putback. It's back to an 11-point game when it was just down as low as 6.
And it feels so much greater than that. The way Oceania's playing Yales, it just feels so much bigger than 11 points. When you have a team like the Yacht Club that they're just not responding. It's almost like somebody needs to call it, because they're not responding. They just feel like they're so far behind, and the crowd is trying to help them. We got some cheers going on, we got some stuff going on, but they're just not. The heartbeat just is still a little too much on the slow side here.
Yeah, if this was pro level, this is when you have a Draymond Green who drops a kickoff, or you got a Patrick Beverly who's going to hard foul somebody and just kind of go belligerent. Maybe throw a ball at a fan. Maybe throw a ball at a fan, or a new age Jamal Murray. Maybe he's going to throw a heating pad on the floor. You never know.
There you go.
And that's just something to get your teammates amped up. Your coach got to run out there and get a technical. We need some energy, right?
That's right. And boy, I tell you what, you and I both have played for some coaches who've found a way to fire everybody up. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Would I sound crazy if I said I would have loved to have played with Bobby Knight?
Oh no!
Played for Bobby Knight. Excuse me.
I totally would have loved to play for him, just because you've been learning every day, and not just about basketball.
Absolutely. It may sound crazy, but I have to respect the passion of a coach who's willing to choke a kid. Darius McBride brings the ball up the court. It's the late night call, guys. Just joking around here. Latrell King kicking it over to Darius McBride. It is a 13-point game here. Tamir Johnson with the ball, working on Damian Luffy. Through contact, able to get the shot. Very strong bucket there. Coach Myers again calling another timeout here in a moment that you wouldn't normally see, but he's a really good coach. He takes these as teaching lessons, and he likes to talk to his players about what they can and cannot do. And speaking of things you can and cannot do, what you can do is check us out on X, check us out on Insta, check us out on Facebook, check us out on TikTok. Drop a like, drop a comment, share us with some friends and family. Let people know about SimWorld, somewhere where you're balling, somewhere that's creating a virtual landscape where you can be everything you want to be and live out your hoops dream. What you cannot do is not check us out or go there and not say anything. And if you're in these comments right now, I want to see you liking this video. Shout out Anthony Henson, Coach Joyner, King Kai Killings in the building. Shout out to NN. I always forget what that username is. Shout out to everybody tuned in. I appreciate the love. And we're going to keep this thing going. Hopefully this turns into a little bit more of a game for you guys here. And I know Yacht Club is thinking the same.
Absolutely. And please come to my MySpace page.
You got a MySpace page?
You know, yeah, you know, and this week only it's free to join. So you can watch me all week.
Oh my God, take the floppy disk out of the computer, Maestro. AOL is no longer online, sir. Damian,
what's going on? That's what's going on. I get it now.
Kadarius Momofoco in the building. Shout out to him too. Damian Luffy says, shout me out down low. He can't get it to go. Josiah Cook with the rebound. 11-point game. Josiah Cook bringing it up. I tell you what, Yacht Club, for all the athletes that they have on this team, you would think that they would spread. Oh my God, what a move. That's a pro hop step there. That is a pro hop step at its finest. You'd think that they would work on getting more spacing, though, and you let their athletes go to work.
Yeah, you know, yes, I do want to say this. I feel a little confusion. I'm not used to seeing Yacht Club sort of gathering. You know, like someone has the ball going down low, and instead of their teammate clearing, like we normally see, love the shorts, instead of seeing their teammate clearing, they kind of stand there and make it so one guy can guard 2 or 3, and that's just not their game.
Not at all. I've said it for 2 seasons now. I just want to see this team run up and down the court. If there's ever a team that I want to see play running Rebels basketball, it's them. I want to see them trap and run. Trap and run.
A little Tarkanian action there.
Absolutely. Anderson Hunt, one of my favorite players in history. Young Greg Anthony, Stacey Augman, all the days.
Cue in the towel, baby. That's how you stop the oop from the alley.
Great defense there. Josiah Cook. Great finish by Garrett Hart, who says, give me some more playing time and get up off your feet here. Y'all too cool in Miami. It's a 5-point game with just under a minute left in the third quarter. Beaucamp trying to get it back going with the scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Well defended by De'Aaron Cruz, and it looks like they're back out on the break again. Slowing down a little bit. He sees an angle. He's going to go up against Jackson Whitlock, who says, not today.
Not today. It's okay. I'll take that as an aggressive move. It was worth it because it still energized his teammates.
There's a good trap. Garrett Hart has come into this game and has helped turn this team up defensively. That's just a great shot there by Beaucamp, though. But
yes,
you see a lot more energy.
Tip your head.
Yeah.
Tip your head. Tip your head. Great call. Tip your head.
But the energy out there since Garrett Hart has been on the floor has been very different, contesting everything. Bad miss there. Can't get it to go. 7-point game. It is below double digits heading into the fourth quarter. I'm looking for a good one here. I'm also looking for some good paella, and a nice Spanish chick will be back in just a moment. Back here in Brickell with my man Maestro. Beaucamp now leading the way for Oceania. Musa Mushad, the other story, 10.16 boards. De'Aaron Cruz here and TYC trying to make a comeback here. Their energy has picked up in a major way over the last 4 to 5 minutes. Can't get that one to go.
Yeah, they're gonna have to find a way to at least get within 4 points with 4 minutes left to go to have any kind of chance here.
Jackson Whitlock, big man shooter for Oceania, knocks down a 3. It's back to a 10-point lead. Just dumping down to Josiah Cook, who is an excellent passer, by the way. But
yes,
I just don't know if that's the spot on the court you want to see him playmaking from. Maybe at the high post, maybe off the pick and roll, seeing what he can do off the bounce. 5th block of the game there for Musa Mushad.
Chairman of the board and throwing on his own personal private block party.
Olay. Olay. You can tell when somebody doesn't want to be on a poster.
Exactly. But it's too late. You don't realize you're already there.
Good interior pass there and finished by Josiah Cook. Offense is looking a million times better, but defensively, not getting it done there. That's going to be a foul on Tyshawn Eason, who does not agree with the call, Maestro. But also, he came over extremely late on that help in the paint, so you really can't ask for the bail out there now, can you?
No, you can't. You know, if you are late, you're going to, and anything looks sideways, just because you're late, that's what got the ref's attention. They're going to make that call every time.
No, and we could talk about defense. At least I can all day long, Maestro. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the SWBA playoffs and watching how the Minnesota Timberwolves have defended the Denver Nuggets. And I'm a Nuggets fan. I think Nikola Jokic is the second coming of Larry Bird, just bigger. He is a basketball savant. But you truly see that great defense in today's game, if the refs allow it, beats great offense. And it's not shot blocking. It's not steals. It's rotations and constant rotations. They make the second, third, fourth efforts to rotate to the ball, and people just aren't ready for that.
Fill that empty space like we talked about early in the game tonight. Fill that empty space, fill up the floor, take away the angles, and what's going to happen? Nothing but good things. And oh, by the way, you notice how frustrated certain players get when they face up against real defense. You know, you see all of a sudden they can't do what they think they can get away with. They have to work for it. You really see the true character of a player when they're pressed like that.
I don't like how you called them out, but I can't disagree. My God, I can't disagree with anything. Jamal Murray, nothing but a stand-up guy, considered a model citizen and player for his entire career, and I think we've all bought into it until he faced some of the toughest defense that he's ever seen. We've seen a different side of him. I can't disagree with you at all. Yacht Club falling apart a bit here, though, Maestro.
Yeah, I know. It's just they can't mental. If you're not going to play defense, you got to at least score buckets. And if you're going to give it away like that, you just can't expect good things to happen. Beauchamp is on his way to scoring 90.
I hear Beauchamp call. Yeah, I hear he calls that the Houdini, because now you see him and now you don't.
Now you don't.
Goodness.
Magic Man. Oh, there you go. There's
Shout
some
out to
defense, and maybe that's going to
way.
fire him up.
Another
and as always,
shot there from McBride, man.
Fadeaway threes are never your friend. Just you know.
Unless your name's Tracy McGrady. Jarrell Beauchamp has to be up somewhere in the 32 to 35 point range. I'll have to get a look at those stats when I get a chance. It is now up to a 17-point lead. Yacht Club struggling. Musa Mushad with a 6-block volleyball spike there. He could be in any sport he wants. McBride with the steal. There's the Aaron dribbling here. Not going to pass it, but he is going to miss. He did miss Josiah Cook filling the lane there. Maestro, when you were involved, let's say you were on a team like this back in the day, you were playing your prep ball. your high school ball and the game got out of hand and maybe you weren't the number one. Goodness gracious. Maybe you weren't the number one. What were you looking for the rest of this game?
What I'm looking for is, as a player, what I'm looking for is, okay, we've been slacking on something. I try not to get out of my game because I don't want to hurt my team. I want to do my job. But what I might look to do is I might press to take another charge, try to get another steal, get a reason to dive on the floor. Just something to let my teammates know, we don't quit ever. You know, just to try to be that, you try to give a spark. If I'm the coach, I pull my team aside and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get our shots off within 5 seconds, and we're going to start meeting at 3-quarter press, and we're just going to do that for the rest of the game. And if I have to do hockey shifts, I'll do hockey shifts in terms of switching players out. Just something to get them into a mindset of, we're still going to play the game, and I just show me that you're willing to put in some work.
And I was going to ask you what you would do as a coach. There's scouts at these games. I see there's a couple of Florida State scouts here. They're wanting to see everybody. Maybe they find a gem, a diamond in the rough, or those scouts are not here looking at wins and losses. They're here looking at talent and looking at skill and mindset and how you handle yourself under pressure, and character. And but I can tell you on the 100%. Skill side here, basketball IQ, I can tell you. And I wish the best for all these kids, but there are some concerning qualities we've seen in this game on the TYC side, to be totally honest.
Yes. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. As a scout, and I will always take this as a compliment that really touched me more than anything else anybody said to me about any sport I ever played in, was there was a coach was talking about me. He was doing a media press thing, and this was during the preseason, whatever. And he said, I didn't know he was pointing at me until after the fact. I actually saw the interview. But he goes, see that kid right there? If he wanted to play just one sport and just do one thing, he'd be really good. But because he does so many things, he's just good enough to dream. But I'll take his heart any day because he always gives me 150% no matter whatever he does. And that's the biggest, that just touched me so, because that's all I wanted to do. I knew I would never be the best player on the team, and if I was, that team was in trouble. But I knew I could only control my effort every day. And there you go. That's how you don't bring gin to a juice party.
No, you don't bring juice. Oh, Maestro, you're not allowed to say it anymore. If I had just a sip of gin right now. 16-point game, Maestro. 16-point game here. TYC has some things to figure out ahead of the race to 1. It's been a struggle for them. Oceania, knowing exactly who their players are, getting some extra effort or some extra shot making, shall I say, from Jackson Whitlock. Musa Mashad starting to really show his impact on the court down low, as I would say has thoroughly outplayed Josiah Cook in this one, along with Tyshawn Eason, and the entire front court, as we see Coach Lasser there, is losing it. And it may be a little too late for that. They may have needed that emotion a little earlier. You know what? Please say a lot for the people in the back. You're so right. It is, you can't bring energy out of frustration. Going back to what you talked about before. If when you bring energy out of frustration, it comes off as fake. It has to be truly out of point and flow in the game. Otherwise, you're just going to turn people off. And that reality, and it's something you brought up earlier, by the way. I got to give it to you. When you come into a game and there's something on the line, you have to have that on your mind, right? And I look at TYC, pretty young thing, and I'm saying, here they are. They're one game out of first place, playing the way they're playing. With 5 games left, this is a missed opportunity. This could have been a win that could have gotten them closer to that #1 spot in the Southern region. And to put out this kind of performance, granted, Oceania is good, but to put out this kind of performance, it didn't feel like a fight. I don't mean to be mean, but it just didn't feel like a fight. Yacht Club 16-10. As Maestro mentions, Gulf Coast Lockdown, Southeast Select, both at 17-9. Everyone does make the race to 1 this year, but you're playing for seeding and matchups. these teams lead their if they lead their region, they get a favorable matchup in the first round of the race to one. They just didn't come in with that urgency. And sometimes confidence really is the enemy of you. You think, hey, I can go up against anything, but you do want to set yourself up for success.
That's life. You said it earlier. That's life. Everything you do, it's like it all comes back. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Oh, don't get me started. We're going to take a break here. How we do this one thing is we're going to pay some bills. Hopefully you stick around for the conclusion of this one. We'll be back in a moment.
SimWorld presents Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Elava.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
Around the Table is the SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports from around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube at SimWorld4K. And as always, see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
Well, Maestro, it's that time. Player of the game. There's some people I'm pretty sure on your radar. Oh my God!
What were we talking about? Klingon after that.
What? What
My
were we
goodness
talking
gracious.
about? And well, look, Maestro. Before we get to that, in the midst of a beatdown, there's some things that you can do to say, "Hey, I am still of value." Like Ving Rhames.
Yes.
And that's what you do. I think somebody just got baptized, so they're going to get some of the holy water. My goodness. Maestro. So he can't be player. Tamir Johnson there with that poster cannot be the player of the game. Maybe you do herald him as the player of the game, but player of the game talk, who's it go to for you?
Musa Mushad, 18 rebounds, 3,058 blocks. Just being a monster all over the place, just getting it done in all the dirtiest of spots. And that was a hard call because Jarrell Beauchamp with 36 points.
You going with who set the tone, I guess?
I'm going with who set the tone. I got. You know, I love me some dirties, baby. Come on, Mushad. Be dirty for me, baby.
Both great games for them. On the other side, Darius McBride. 15 points, I believe. 7 for 21 from the field. That's not what
he couldn't find a rim. He couldn't find a rim with a GPS right now. I tell you, it's just not the time you want that performance right now. Just half of those buckets, his team would be in the game.
Well,
half the ones he missed.
Maybe if he looked for an open man instead of that shot right there, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. He got that one to go.
Sometimes better be lucky than good.
He got that one to go. Well, I'll tell you, in honor of Rick Blaze, who's not here, I'll say this. Katie! Ow! Katie! Somebody get that door.
I'm going to tell you, baby. You bought it down. It's over now. It's over. Now open with the shouting.
Well, it's been great calling this game with you here, Maestro. Always a joy. But even more enjoyable than your company is the company I will have here tonight in Miami. I want to say thank you, everyone who is tuned in for this beatdown and our doubleheader that we've had tonight. Shout out to Jordan on his first call here with SimWorld TV. Shout out to B-Ron.
Great job.
Shout out to everyone who's a part of this process with us, for the guys in the booth, for everyone that keeps the lights on and the show rolling. We want to say thank you, and thank you to all of our viewers here. SimWorld Sports, SimWorld TV, SimWorld Hoops. The only place where you can see the game, be the game. Until next time.
Be the game.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.